Hello and welcome to Caravan Salon 2022. So 2023 range from Illusion XMK590, a 6 meter long, or just under 6 meters long motorhome. I think it's got a very unusual layout, and so we'll start off with this rather large table at the front. We've got the kitchen in this position. Fortunately, I've had to take away the elements to the cooker, because if they don't take them away, somebody else could. And at the back, we've got a double bed, steps leading up to the bed. Next to the bed, we've got the fridge, so it's quite handy if you're in the fridge. Well, you could be in the fridge. If you're in bed, you can open up the fridge, get into it like that. So that saves you getting up to out of bed to get your beer in. And if you're not in bed, you can open it up like that. So under the bed, we've got a place for you to keep your crisps. So open this up there. As well as being a store for crisps, it doubles as a wardrobe. And also from the garage, we can get in through that door there, and there's a door on this side also from the garage. And here we've got the gas steps up to the bed, which also offer storage. There you go. To this side, we have the toilet, deep shower in here. Unfortunately, it's only got one plug hole, and it's a camper van one and not a domestic one. I like the domestic one, so I like to catch all them bits that end up sticking to you, the bits of stones and things of that nature, so that they don't go into the system, because it's rather difficult to clean out the system. What do you think's here? Well, it's going to be the sink. There you go. I personally would rather have a deeper sink. The reason being is that people say you have running water is great here at home, but in a camper van or motorhome, you've got to really be careful how much you use, not to use too much of it. So I like a bowl myself, put the plug in it and wash my hands like that. And the thing is, occasionally you have to reuse the same water if it's not particularly dirty. So I would suggest something like this in just getting a bowl. Fittings are quite nice. Anyway, I need to do a video on water. In fact, people have asked me in the past to do it. I haven't done it yet, so I'll do maybe a live broadcast on the subject of water. Under the kitchen unit, we've got some drawers, and here we've got a big drawer too. So 2 drawers there, and over here we have this one, which is quite deep. So the advantage of this, I think, really is it is the side. I mean, it's 235 centimeters in width, which is quite wide. So there's an extension to the kitchen, and but it's only under 6 meters. You'll get it. It'll fit just about everywhere. Now we need a key for this, and guess what? I haven't got the key. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you for a walk around here, the stand, and I'll show you what other vans there are here, and I'll be able to get the key en route if I remember. So have a look at this one here, which I think is a very interesting option from the storage point of view. This is a 740 centimeter long vehicle. So with a huge table here, and okay, kitchen with 3 burners, storage down there. There's the fridge, same fridge. Here's the shower, which is also rather large. It's got single beds at the back. It's got storage under the beds. It's got a toilet, separate toilet here. And it's got a bed up there. And this means I can come here, get the keys, got the keys, and now what I can do is I can walk back, showing you some of these other vans at the same time, and show you how the bed comes down. Now at the roof you can see we've got 3 skylights, one of which is a large one, which is particularly pleasant in summer. Actually it'd be pleasant all the year round. I like plenty of light coming into my vehicle. Right, so I'll put the key in like that. So the key's in, turn it to the firing position. It's now on the firing position, and I'll show you, just checking that everything's okay. See, so this was in the way, so I'm going to move this to one side. Anything else? Can you see anything else in the way? No, it looks all right, doesn't it? So let's now press the thing. Let's see the thing come down. I'll have to put up a bit. So there's the bed. Whilst it's down, I think it'll go down a bit further, and there's of course a ladder somewhere. There's the ladder, which will allow you to get into the bed. You can see you can sort of still sit up front if you wanted to when the bed's down, but perhaps if there's 3 of you in the van, then maybe if somebody's sleeping in this, it's time to go to bed. But anyway, that's possible. Let's now put it up. Oh, I'll try and get out a distance for you. Right, so here there's the key. So I'm going to turn the key back. This is the panel which you can turn your lights on and off, and other things. This is your Truma heating, and there you have a 12-volt plug. Also got 1 or 2 other plugs around as well. You can also see yourself in the mirror as you are leaving. So let's have, I was just showing you around this stand. I was going to show you around the hall here, because things are being set up. This is the first day at this event, so there are there's a lot of mess. So I don't want to speak over the lady who's announcing some car. So have a look at some of these Podlusenek from Slovenia make these pickups, trailers. La Marca is a private label distributor, really, from Landsberg on Lech in Bavaria, and I think that they work with Illusion. You've got Jotti Line, which despite the name is actually a German company. Cheap vans, and well, bear in mind you always get what you pay for. These are Exgo by Palmovsky, and these vehicles, I would have to say, from contact I've had with people who bought them, hasn't been particularly positive. Things are cheap, you know, so I mean, bear in mind you always get what you pay for. Here's something interesting on this Giotti line. It says 215 centimeters width, and this I'm not so bothered about length personally, but width does bother me. I like it to be narrow so I can park the thing. So that that one there is what, 20 centimeters short, not wider, what's that? Narrower than the one we started off with from Illusion. Now, one thing you see here, you've got this huge choice at Caravan Salon of vehicles. You know, first time I came here 10 years ago, I thought I'd died and gone to heaven. Indeed, you can see on my YouTube channel some of the videos I did 10 years ago. And in 10 years time, we might think that all these look really out of date. So you can see how people setting up the stands, so don't say, look, it looks a mess. It won't look a mess when the event starts. So tomorrow most of this will be cleared off. Tomorrow there's a professionals day, and after the and then the public's allowed in on the following day. But when the public come in here, this will be absolutely immaculate, just like the inside of my motorhome. That was a little bit of a private joke there. Chausson, which one of the more popular brands. Oh yeah, I'll get this one here in as well, because this thing here, this X590 or whatever it's called, it's supposedly halfway between a motorhome and a camper van, because it's very narrow. But and when it came out, I thought, oh, that's brilliant, looks so good. I mean, unfortunately, the feedback has been quite negative on it because of the quality, which is a pity, really. It's a sort of thing I find very attractive as a vehicle. It wouldn't suit me personally because it's not the sort of thing I need, but I think it's quite an attractive vehicle. Anyway, so here we have some vehicles from Ahorn. Now, I think on my channel you can find the entire Ahorn range, which I've actually filmed from one of their dealers. We've got 3 dealers, and in Germany, and I think I've done them all. Oh, here's some of their camper cars, as I'm now calling them. There are caravans here as well, but I need to point out that there are not many caravans. It's really mainly motorhomes and camper vans here. Polar, so you expect them to be pretty good in winter with a name like that. And there we have a little walk around this hall here, hall 11, and there's about 17 in use, I think. And this hall is actually, I think, one of the smallest. I think, I'm not certain. Anyway, so that brings me back nicely to this vehicle here, the Illusion XMK590. So thanks very much for watching, and if you found that interesting, then you might want to subscribe. You might even want to say what you want to see more of on this channel. So all the best from me in Dusseldorf. Thanks for watching.